Hello again, everybody. This is Ed again with another episode of Call Me Mr. Broadstreet. First of all, if you're enjoying the comment, please give a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. I'd appreciate all the new subscribers and current subscribers. Making it a little bit easy this week, so to speak, with another review of the lyrics book by Paul McCartney. I'm going to go ahead and delve into a couple of other songs I didn't get to the last time I did this review back in December. I was rereading this, kind of getting myself back into the game, as it were. Really enjoying, rereading it and kind of just kickstarting me back into continuing to make these reviews, which I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying going through the entire collection. As you can tell, this is very, very unscripted. I'm doing this on a Saturday. There's actually the Fest for Beatles fans this weekend. I've got a virtual ticket. I know it's in the New York, New Jersey area, and I'm not able to physically attend. If you guys could check it out virtually even, there's been some great stuff on there. Shout out to the Talk More Talk folks with their interview with Lawrence Juber, and of course some of the Two Legs folks. I saw, Tom, I think I saw your panel on the collecting, which was really good to see as well, across different generations. You had a Gen Z member, Tom, who, like myself, is a Gen X Beatles fan. And then I think a couple of two other fans. I believe they're first generation fans from the 60s, from the era when obviously they got to see the Beatles on Ed Sullivan in real time. Anyways, it's going to be a lot of voiceover with this video, a lot of pictures and voiceover, going over the different other songs, a couple of other songs in the lyrics book. I hope everybody enjoys it, and I will be back for the conclusion after you see the pictures and after I go through each song and some of the highlights of those other songs in the lyrics book. I'll see everybody in a little bit. Until then. Okay, everybody. Well, welcome to the portion where we're doing the voiceover. No More Lonely Nights. As you can see, I'm never going to miss a chance to really praise this song. So you see the lyrics, and yes, you're going to see a couple of the pictures. Just to refresh, and of course I already did the review for this back in December when I did my first review for the book. And not to worry, a bunch of these other tracks are going to be different tracks from the last review back in December. But just pausing, looking at the lyrics, 1984, Give My Regards to Broadstreet. As you can see from this next picture, of course you've got Paul at the top with the Broadstreet sign. Bottom left-hand corner, Paul with Sir Ralph Richardson, who also starred in the film. It was actually the last film he did. He was kind of one of those old English actors from way back when in the 20s and 30s. Nice picture of Ringo and Barbara. That's during the Eleanor's dream sequence, I believe, in the film. It's a nice outtake photo that I've always liked. Just wanted to go ahead and put that here again. You can pause and take a look at that. And I like these behind-the-scenes photos. Again, if we do get a Broadstreet archive release, which I hope that we will, I like seeing Paul kind of directing behind the camera, and a little bit of Paul jamming with, I think, David Gilmour in the bottom two photos from 1984, around the same time. I've always loved this lyric sheet. Of course, you can see just, really nice handwriting. You could tell where Paul's mind is at. And I always love seeing these behind-the-scenes lyrics. He has a pretty good idea of the song. Except we're going to see in the next image, next few images, just a couple of different lyrical variations. Right here, now that may be a little bit blurry, but I'm going to zoom in on one of the lyrics in a second. You can see he's working on the song. I do hope there's a demo version, if we get an archive release. A demo, maybe a first take, and then something close to the final take that we got. That would be really nice. And this is a little blurry, I apologize, but you can see the line, "It seems a shame to me, love," and then "it's all the same to me, love" is crossed out. So again, that just leads me to believe there's got to be, obviously, a demo take, a different version, an earlier take that I would love to have on such an archive set. Okay, first new song. Well, new song to this review. Great Day. Done for 1997 Flaming Pie. And actually written in the early 70s. This song went back quite a ways, I believe to 1971 or 72. He did kind of a home recording around 1995 in Arizona. We're going to see some nice photos in a second. right here, that's actually not from 1995. That's, I think, from 1977 with Paul and his children in Scotland. You could just see sort of a little bit of the explanation again. And that's what I love about the book. The explanations, the lyrics, the various memorabilia that we get. Really, really nice to have. There we go. That's the picture of Paul. Bottom of the page, I believe that is from Arizona 1995. That demo version you can find on the Flaming Pie Archive box set. I'm going to eventually do a review of that. That's going to take a little while to get to with everything else. And here we go. This is actually the lyrics sheet from the early 70s. Again, 71 or 72. Let's take a moment to admire kind of the color and just the very groovy look of it. Yeah, I said groovy. Just love the little drawings and the little details. Very homemade, very of its time. This picture, nothing in particular, but this is just Paul from 2018. This is from the Egypt Station release time period, but I just think it's a very cool photo of a modern Paul against the backdrop of what looks like to me Beatles wallpaper that was sold back around 1964. Junior's Farm, one of my favorite songs. Top 10 hit in the US in 1974. First post-Band on the Run single for Wings. Jimmy McCulloch had just joined the band, so he's on the song very prominently. Really, really good track. Definitely top 10, as I said. And here we get a nice photo of Paul on the farm with his kids, although the photo itself is from 1982, so it's not from the 1974 sessions, but kind of fits in with the whole theme. Junior's farm, Paul has a farm in Scotland. So again, you find these little details throughout the book. It may not always be chronological. However, this next piece, right here, this was used for the advertisement for Junior's farm. So just take a minute to admire it, to zoom in on it. It illustrates the lyrics. Very fun, actually. Very fun set of lyrics. Right there. Always a great track. One of my favorite tracks of Paul's of all time. My Valentine. So My Valentine was recorded for the 2012 album Kisses on the Bottom. It was basically a standards album that Paul had always wanted to do for a long time. Written for his current wife, Nancy. I can't believe the album's 10 years old already. And there we go, just a nice shot of Nancy. I believe that's from 2008, I want to say, for reading the book. But that looks almost like a type of shot that Paul's first wife, Linda McCartney, would have done. So it appears that Paul definitely learned a lot from Linda, as it should be. The lyrics for My Valentine, just taking a second to admire those. Again, very nice handwriting. This one seems a little bit more worked out. He's kind of knows where he wants to go with it. One of the two original songs on that 2012 album, by the way. The rest are all covered standards from the 30s and 40s. And just to continue, kind of a nice photo of Paul and Nancy. I should have looked at the date closer, but I want to say that's within the last 10 years. If anybody has any correcting information in the comments, please always feel free to share it. I always love the feedback as well. But that's very nice. Nice picture of Nancy here. Again, probably from the 2008 to 2010 era, I want to say. Could be even a little bit more recent than that. Very nice photo, though. Really, really nice. Put It There. Definitely a classic latter-day McCartney song. From 1989's Flowers in the Dirt. Nice deep track. I think it's become a fan favorite over time. Again, it's a wonderful, simple song written in the Blackbird style. It's an expression Paul's father Jim used to say to Paul. There you can see a nice photo of the family before Mary McCartney passed away from cancer. So this had to be probably 1954 or earlier, I believe. Paul, Mary, his brother Mike, and their father. Right there. Just a nice photo of Jim McCartney. So again, that's Paul's father. You can definitely see the resemblance. A little bit later with this photo, I would guess, if I was to take a guess, the photo could be anywhere from 1965 to 1970, maybe? Somewhere along those lines. And this I like seeing, the lyrics written out nicely, but notice the bottom of the lyrics. It's actually signed the lyrics, and I don't think there's a lot of examples of lyrics where Paul's actually signing it like an autograph. I think that's just a nice touch. Definitely suitable for framing, don't you think? This is also from the Put It There single. This was the picture sleeve that was used. Almost like a very Al Hirschfeld style to the drawing, but I think that's Paul's drawing. I'm pretty sure it is. But definitely, influenced by Al Hirschfeld, kind of those lines that you'll see. Google him if you're not sure who he is. Only Mama Knows, that's from the 2007 album Memory Almost Full. Big promotion by Starbucks at the time. It was sold exclusively on Starbucks when Paul was with the Concord Starbucks record label. Really cool lyrics, really rocking song. Definitely a rocking song. And we get a nice photo here of Paul from the recording sessions themselves from Memory Almost Full. Very nice black and white photo. Could almost be from any time. Just take a moment to admire the photo. And here we have the written lyrics. Again, we're back to, okay, Paul's kind of scratching out some ideas. Notice the keys as well, the keys that he's using for the different lyrics. Now, I'm not a musician myself, but just kind of interesting to see what chords and everything. Those of you that are, there's the musical details. Old Siam, Sir. Oh, definitely another great track from Back to the Egg. Definitely a rocking track. One of my favorites from 1979's Back to the Egg. Spoiler alert, that album gets a lot more spins for me than Band on the Run. Just a great fan favorite. And next we'll have the picture single. Now that's a picture single, kind of a nice graphic, going with the Back to the Egg motif. And looks like the back is some sort of production glossy, I want to say. But just nice to see. And of course now we're seeing Paul in action. He's using a Yamaha bass that was given to him around the time of the 1979 tour with the Last Incarnation of Wings. Really cool photo, I think. Very, very cool photo. Just rocking away there. And here's the lyrics. Again, looks like he scratched out a couple words here. But just, really nice to see it in writing. This is part of the appeal of the book. Again, you get the writing, you get these rare photos, these rare little glimpses of memorabilia. Essential. This is why this book is very essential to me. And finally, we just get a photo of Paul from 1979. You get his little home recording studio. There he is in action. And basically, that's it. Hope everybody enjoyed the little walkthrough for the book. Definitely worth picking up. Okay, everybody, and I'm back. So I hope everybody enjoyed that review of the further songs from the lyrics book. Again, just a shout out to all the supporters. Again, I've really appreciated it. To folks that I know online, and I hope to meet one day in person at a future Fest for Beatles fans. I hope you guys are having a great time. It looks great. From the virtual events that I am seeing. So to the to everybody out there that's attending, please be safe, enjoy it. The only one I've been to is 2002 Fest for Beatles fans, so it's been a minute, as they say, so I definitely have to get back, pun very much intended, to a Fest for Beatles fans. So that's it. I'll see everybody in my next review. And again, if people are enjoying the content, please just make sure to give a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And we'll continue on in the next review. Until later, be safe, everybody. Bye.